Hey everybody, welcome to another video review by cigarfellas.com. My name is Moose. I'm going to be doing your video review. And today we're going to do the Liga Unico UF-4. I'm really excited to do this cigar. I got a couple of these recently. And, you know, I'm a huge Drew Estate fan. I've always been a big fan. Ever since the first time that I ever smoked Liga number 9. And I had no clue what I was really smoking. You know, I was new to cigars, and people had mentioned a few things like, oh yeah, you should check out number 9, the T52. You know, and of course I'm writing this stuff down because I don't know any different. And you know, I can just remember the first time that I ever smoked one. I just felt like a cigar smoker. You know, I mean, I know it sounded weird, right? But you know, I mean, this is before I even knew what I was really smoking. All these times, you know, I'm just smoking and smoking and smoking, and you know, people are like, "Oh, you taste a difference?" No, I got a hold of that number 9, and it was like my world opened up as far as cigars were concerned. And so, you know, anytime that we have something new come out, you know, I'm just always so super excited to try them out and see where we're going with this. So the wrapper, to be honest, it looks typical Liga. You know, if I took this band off and put a number 9 band on it, I mean, unless you were down to the, you know, the exact size and ring gauge, you might argue and say that's not number 9, but from a distance or even in my hand, you'd say, oh, number 9, you know. So I'd say maybe it's a little bit lighter. The wrapper's a little lighter than some of the number 9s that I've had, or the T52s, but all in all, I mean, just perfect construction. You know, these guys really got it down, and you know, these rollers down in Nicaragua are just unbelievable. But let's go ahead and punch this thing and fire it up. I am going to punch this. It's definitely, for me, it's something that I've come to enjoy lately. Yeah, left a little bit. There it goes. There it goes. That's really interesting. You know, this is a very firm cigar. And I almost thought when I did my pre-draw that it was going to be a little tighter. It's not. It is perfectly loose. I mean, what a great draw. Now I just caught a really great whiff of some. Oh man, this thing is just delicious already. I haven't even. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is really good. I would say that that is the perfect semi-sweet cocoa. The retro hail was just phenomenal. Came out just extremely smooth. You know, surprisingly, not a lot of pepper. I would venture to say no pepper. Maybe a little bit of pepper there, just a little. But yeah, that is, wow, semi-sweet cocoa so far. Definitely, maybe a little bit of coffee. But let's get about a third of the way through this UF-4, and we'll be right back with some more. So here we are, a little ways through our UF-4, and this is probably the most extreme flavor change that I've ever had in any Drew Estate product. And basically what I mean by that is that this went from sweet cocoa or semi-sweet cocoa with a little bit of pepper in there to, I mean, it tastes like I'm almost eating a Hershey bar. It's just very, very chocolatey and and very good. Not just not getting anything except cocoa, which is fine. There's a little hint of some woodsy background in there. Um, I don't know. I'm getting tired of saying cedar all the time because I'm not really sure that it's necessarily cedar. It's just that it's just got that woodsy hint. It reminds me of being out in the woods, you know, like on a hunting trip or something, and just kind of has that that tone and that aroma that you would normally get from being out in the woods. The ash on this is typical of most other Liga products. You can see the ash is very white, ashy gray. Burn is just tremendously good. You know, nice and sharp. I am outside. It's not real super windy, but there's a little bit of a breeze. Obviously, you can see. Hopefully, you can see the amount of smoke coming off this. Typical, which I appreciate. Just absolutely stupendous. The after notes in my mouth are definitely more of the woodsy. During my my pull, I'm getting more of the cocoa, the retrohales of cocoa. Actually, I should change that, just say chocolate. But the aftertaste is where that wood comes in, that soft, subtle softness of just bliss. Especially for somebody like me, I did grow up in the country. It reminds me a lot of my childhood. It's a very comforting cigar. You know, I've mentioned that before. It's like a comfort food. You know, there are certain cigars that you just smoke, and it just makes you feel. It just makes you feel good, and this definitely makes me feel good. This is a stupendous cigar. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my ash, and of course I was walking around and my ashtray's over there, but absolutely stupendous. That's all I can say for right now. But let me get a little bit further through this UF-4 and we'll be right back with some more information. What do you say about the most amazing Liga cigar you've ever had in your life? Because that's where I'm at. Seriously, this is the most amazing Liga Privada I have ever had in my entire life. The Unico series, you know, I am blown away by the complexity, the flavor changes, the fullness. I mean, it's like a 52 on roids. I mean, really, it's just, the flavors just keep getting more and more and more and more complex and intense. I mean, I'm losing track, to tell you honestly. You know, most of you guys know that I try to dumb down my reviews. I hate to use terminology that people are kind of scratching their head going, what does he mean? But the chocolate and cocoa in this is intensifying. It's opening up to gambits of more spiciness, and not like a bad spicy burn. You know, spicy is such a hard thing to describe unless you have the exact flavors in mind. You know, like you can have, like at the beginning of this, I caught pepper notes, and that was a real like black pepper. Now it's not pepper. It's I don't know. It's just spicy. Like Thai food is spicy. You know, I mean, you take a bite of Thai food and yeah, you can pick out some of the flavors in it, but you know, it's just in general kind of spicy, and the sweetness of the chocolate with the spiciness of the spices in this is just amazing. My palate is just tingling. My nose is just rushing with excitement. There's not much else to say. It's very clean, very smooth. The initial retrohale, nice and smooth, and my mouth feels nice and chocolatey, and then all of a sudden it's like, it almost like it goes out and then it just comes back in and just kind of smacks my taste buds and says, hey, wake up, you know, this is a great cigar and you need to realize that. And that's exactly what I'm feeling. I'm totally blown away by this cigar. I wish that I had more. Unfortunately, you know, they're hard to come by, and you know, I mean, I work on a limited budget. You know, I don't do sponsorships. You know, some people do send me cigars, but you know, all in all, I mean, I had to procure these, and actually one of them got sent to me, and I purchased the other one, but just amazing. I don't even have anything else to say. I mean, I guess we could just talk about how Jonathan Drew is the man. You know, I mean, you, brother, wow. You know, I don't know who influenced you on this. I don't know the exact story behind this. I mean, I've talked to some people, and I've heard that, I've heard some stories, and I don't know if they're true, so I'm not even going to go into those. You know, I don't prefer to try to spread any rumors unless I've read it, you know, from Saka or from Jonathan Drew or from one of their colleagues. But this needs to be like a production cigar. I mean, really. I mean, I can't. I mean, I know that Ligas sell like hotcakes. I mean, I know that they're hard to keep in stock. You know, whenever I find them when I'm out at my local B&Ms, you know, I'm usually buying one, maybe two. But this thing needs to be on the shelves. I mean, all the time on the shelves. Just an amazing cigar. I mean, I know at this point that it is an exclusive to one of the shops in Chicago. I've heard some stories about that too. Like, once again, I don't want to go out and spread a bunch of rumors because I just don't know. But wow, just kind of bummed out that it's almost over. And listen, if you guys can find one of these, it's worth it. If somebody's asking a ridiculous price, honestly, I honestly would say this, that I would pay, this is a $20 stick. I'd pay up to 20 bucks for one of these. I really would. And I hate to say that, and I know there's probably people out there going, what? I would never pay that kind of money for a cigar. Hey, listen, if you can take me and show me another cigar that's very similar to this or has the complexity of this, that's in the same, I mean, that's anywhere near this. I mean, outside of a 52. Because I would say this is more of a 52 than it is a 9. But if you could show me one, I'll do a review on it. I'd love to. But I've never had anything like it. The 52 is great. It's one of my favorite cigars. Sometimes I lean a little bit more towards the 9. Just depends. I mean, my days fluctuate just like everybody else. Everybody, you know, goes through those stages. But I honestly would pay $20 for these cigars. And I know that's not MSRP. I think MSRP is like $12.95 or something along those lines, 13, 14 bucks, something like that. But if you're really looking for a great cigar and you really want to, and somebody's offering one for 20 bucks, I wouldn't hesitate to spend the 20 bucks. It's worth it just to enjoy and say, hey man, I had one of these. Now, I'm not telling people go out there and start charging people 20 bucks a piece if you happen to have some. I'm simply saying that they are a limited production. I don't know if they're all sold out yet. I have not checked. But if they are, and that's your only option, and you're just a die-hard Drew Estate fan like I am, and some guy's out there and he's wanting 20 bucks, no matter where it might be, I'm just saying that that's what I would spend up to 20 bucks on one. And that's saying a lot, because man, I've turned down some great cigars that people wanted 20 bucks for. But this cigar almost goes a little bit beyond great. It goes into awesome. And that's all I can really say. I mean, really, that's it. That's all I can say about this cigar. the flavors just keep intensifying. I'm blown away because I'm not sure what to expect over this next little third that I have left here, but just amazing. Let me smoke a little bit more of this down. We'll come back with, I'm sure, some more praises for Jonathan Drew, and you know, please don't get all big-headed over this, but man, you guys knocked it out of the park. There's nothing better out there right now, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned right now, this is the #1 cigar of the year for me, hands down. Nothing out there that's gonna beat it. The UF-4, Jonathan Drew. That's my #1 cigar at this time, and I highly doubt that anything is going to take over the #1 position. Last year, my #1 cigar was the Undercrown. Once again, here we are. We're right back. Drew Estate, man, you guys just took the lead again. My hat's off to you guys. Just stupendous. Let me get through a little bit more of this. We'll come back with some more on this UF-4. The end of my UF-4. There's really nothing else to say. I said it in the last section. This is by far my #1 cigar this year so far, and I can't imagine that anybody's going to overtake it. It's just the way it is, you know. I mean, sometimes it happens like that, but this is one of those cigars, and I'm sure that you've all had it, where you just smoke it, and the only thing you can think is, wow, 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 and it just keeps getting better, and this is that cigar for me. I'm not saying that everybody's going to share my opinion, but that's exactly what it is. It's my opinion, and you know, take it for what it is. But you know, I definitely, I'm definitely just almost speechless about it. I just like to say once again, thank you, Jonathan Drew, and you know, your entire team for everything that they've done to produce this cigar. Unfortunately, like I said, you know, I don't have very many of them, but it's that amazing to me. I don't rank my cigars by number like some people do, or you know, give them, you know, 5 out of 5 stars or anything. But if I did, it would be a 98 and out of 100, and it would be 5 stars out of 5 stars. It's just that good. I just can't imagine something getting much better than this as far as my flavor profile is concerned. Just an outstanding, superb cigar. The flavors just keep intensifying and intensifying, and then now that I'm down here, it's actually alternating back and forth. That puff was very smooth. The previous puff was very smooth and light cocoa, and that one right there was more cocoa and more spices, and you know, still have that woodsy background, which is just stupendous in this cigar. It's all, for me, it's all about that forest wood aroma and comfort that I get from it. But either way, till next time, you can continue checking us out at www.cigarfellas.com. You can follow us at Facebook at facebook.com/cigarfellas. Still on Twitter at cigarfellas. And to the men and women of our armed forces, please hurry home soon. We love you all. We can't wait to see you guys return and you know, bring this world to you know, a little happier of a place. Till next time, I'm Moose, and you can check us out all the time online. Have a good one.